If you are a fan of the original PlayStation, then I have just the video for you. We're going to talk once again about emulation. If you've not seen my first emulation video, it's how to set up Xemo or original Xbox. It'll be in the playlist with this video. Now, to download the emulator for PlayStation 1 is called DuckStation. And I don't know where they came up with the name, but I like the name. I think it's silly, and they also got a nice little character here. But in order to download the emulator, you're going to go to DuckStation.org. And if you want to know how to spell it, it's right there. They don't have any funky kind of spelling. So you have two options here. You can download it for Android, which I've not done yet, or you can download it for Windows, which is what we're going to do today. Now there are a couple pieces of Microsoft software that you're going to need to run this, and there's your option right there. My PC already has it because I've already done this once, and I'm doing it again so that I can show you guys how to do it. So to download the emulator, click Download Duck, and then this zip file comes up. And with that, you have to extract it somewhere. I already have a specific spot for it, which is right here. Extract. Get rid of that. Delete. Then open this up. And honestly, the way I normally do it is have all these right there. Okay. In any case, so now you have everything that you need right here. And but I will say this, there's a caveat to this. It does not include the BIOS that you need to run the PlayStation. Now, BIOS files are copyright protected material. I cannot show you where they are. If you happen to come across one and it works, great, but I cannot show you where to get it from. This is my copy. I got it from somewhere. We're going to go with that. So the next thing you're going to want to do is open up DuckStation. So this is the executable, so just double click there. It's going to give you a little warning and run. Now, when you first come to this screen, when you first open up the emulator, you're going to see this. And this is adding a game director. We'll get to that in just 1 second. However, we have to do you don't have to do this first, but I'm going to talk about it first because it's more important. And that is the BIOS, which I just talked about a second ago. Wherever you have your BIOS at, your BIOS files, you need to be able to tell the emulator where it's at, because like I said, it's very intuitive, but it doesn't automatically know where everything's at. So wherever you happen to put your BIOS files, tell the emulator to look there, and then you click Select Folder, and then you click Close. And to test and make sure that it works, you hit Start BIOS. And there's that magical symbol here. One of the most recognizable game console startups that I can remember. Okay, so it comes up with this. Your BIOS is working. Great, awesome. Now we're going to go back to our game list. So here are all the games that I have, and somebody that I work with inspired me to, they influenced part of this video. So Casey, if you're watching this, buddy, this one's for you. He loves this game right here, and he has been looking for it, and I know that this one is about to come out on PlayStation Plus here soon, but this one's free. So we're going to load up the game, and there's a couple of different ways you can do it, but I like to go to the game list, double click on it, and let it ride. Let it go through its normal startup procedure. And voila, the game works. Now, one thing about this, if you're like me and you don't like all this stuff up here and down here whenever you're playing, click View and hit full screen. And there you go. So, now that you've seen the game is working, there's one other thing that you need, is pretty important that you want to be able to manipulate, so to speak. Alrighty, now that we have the full screen turned off, go up here to settings and you are going to go down to controllers. And whichever one you have plugged in, the really cool part about these emulators is you can do almost whatever you want. So in this particular instance, you can use any kind of controller you want. What I am going to use is I'm going to use a Retro Fighters Defender PlayStation controller, and it's a third-party controller, but it has a PC dongle I can plug right into my PC and use it on PlayStation, Xbox, doesn't matter, or whatever I want. If you would like to see a review of that controller, I'll put a card up in the top right hand corner of this video right now so you can see it and see if you want to get one for yourself. But in any case, there's my shameless plug for that. But any controller you want, Xbox One, PlayStation, whatever, it will work as far as I know. So what we're going to do now is we're going to configure the controller. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to, you don't have to change anything, but you kind of want to go through and make sure that everything is the way it should be, the way you want it, so that you're not having to kind of change it on the fly, because that can get very annoying. So you go through and all you do to change this stuff is click on, like this one's the D-pad, and up, click up, click left, click right, click down, and go through every single one of them. And then you can save it as a profile. And I have already set this controller right here. I've already set it, and I can use this controller with this emulator. You can put multiple different profiles on here, and you can even delete them. The option is up to you. It really is, and that's what makes it so intuitive, is you can do that. So if you guys have any questions about anything that I've said in this video, please let me know. Put it in the comments. You can find me on Twitter at SweetTKilla. You can ask me there. But this is, like I said at the beginning of this video, this is very short, sweet, and to the point. There's not a lot of fluff to it. You essentially install the emulator, find your games, find your BIOS, tell the emulator where both of them are at, and then you are ready to go. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you did, like and subscribe. There will be more emulators being displayed on this channel. Thank you guys very much for watching, and until next time, work hard, play hard, game hard, but above all, let's be excellent to each other. Bye.